Hello everyone and welcome to this week's update video. So last week we released the quest system and the response from you guys has been great. We got lots of valuable feedback and you can expect some changes over the coming weeks. Now on to this week's update. This week we updated the placing of small grids on the voxels. Especially the bonfire would previously, when you placed it, it could go into the ground, which would be really difficult for people to access. More experienced players would know that if you hold down control and then use the mouse wheel, you could position it closer and further from you, but for new players this proved to be a huge challenge. So we solved by making the small grids snap a little up when you aim at the voxels. I think you guys will be very happy to place them more easily now, because this will apply to all the small grid blocks, including the crafting table, the research desk. All these blocks will be easier to place. We also found the missing catch block piece and put it back in the catch block where it belongs. In certain circumstances it was possible for the catch block to be placed in the world, but the little rotating part inside it would not be there. We found it, we put it back in, so there you go, catch blocks. We also did a bunch of smaller changes. For starters, the crafting screen, previously when you were crafting and you closed it while it was crafting, it would instantly complete your craft. This was not by game design, so unfortunately for you guys, we solved it. But we also fixed another bug on the crafting screen, where if you had multiple items queued and then closed the screen, the whole crafting system would get stuck, where you would have to cancel everything you were crafting and then start over again. So this is now solved. We also fixed an issue where environment items would not get properly deleted when you plowed the soil, or dug it with the pickaxe or the stone axe, when you made changes to it. This meant that trees would stay floating in the air. Now they will be properly deleted and they will no longer be left flying. We also disabled the rotation of the Palisade blocks. Previously it was possible to rotate them sideways, and some players did this because it looked nice. Unfortunately, this caused a big problem because the grid orientation would rotate, which meant that any large block that would attach to it would also go upside down. This would wreak havoc, especially on our structural integrity system, so we had no choice but to disable it. We are looking into making a horizontal log wall because, it looked really cool. And now for something completely different. This week we will be at GDC San Francisco, along with the Space Engineers lead and our technical lead. We will be wearing these spiffy Keen Software House hoodies. Mine even says Medieval Engineers on the back. And so if you spot us, don't hesitate to say hi. If you would like to meet us, send me a message on Discord and I'm sure we can work something out. One more thing, we would like to show you guys this world that was made by Dan 2D 3D. It's called Floating Island Minigames. It's full of really cool puzzles that you can solve in any way you want, and we had a lot of fun playing with it. It took me about an hour to solve all of them. The guys were rushing, we were racing each other, and it's a really fun world to play. I recommend you guys check it out. Well, that was it for this week's update video. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye!